You know, rest in peace, David. A nigga lost his life.
Yeah.
You know, rest in peace, David Taylor. You know, he lost his life because Max B was being a bum ass nigga.
Already, right off the bat, because Max B was being...
I had to be honest, 10,000 was mine to keep. Since returning home nearly 2 weeks ago, Max B has made all the appropriate moves and connected with all the right individuals. He recently sat with Cameron and Mace at the round table. It's taken off. Hey, he might be making history with his old music. Yes, although he hasn't released anything new yet, he is currently touring. He's the only one selling out every club. He's approaching the bag. Some folks might be out there who simply don't want the best for him. Have you heard? I don't want my brother to succeed. You would assume that everyone would be cheering him on after serving 18 years in prison. Yes, even so, we are aware of the horrible crime for which he was found guilty. Should you return home and become an activist after serving your time? Simply put, I don't expect you to be a Malcolm X when you get out if you weren't a preaching activist or a Malcolm X when you entered, particularly for these rappers who are perceived as holes. They will undoubtedly go for their luggage and carry out their usual actions. Well, don't make any jokes, I had to be honest. A well-known cameraman who worked in the field from Atlanta to New York during the Rockefeller era, Max B is being called out by him. And I'm referring to extreme hatred when I say it sounds like a heap of hate. It's unpleasant. Let's discuss it. What makes YouTube good? E-Oil, also known as The Man, is your boy. Greetings from Sinon TV. Please hit the like button, subscribe to the channel, and set your bell notification so you may be informed when I upload a new video or go live, regardless of how long you've been watching. We're headed for 100,000. I am grateful to everyone who has shown love and supported the page. However, since Max B hasn't even been home for 2 weeks, we must get started right away. I had to be honest, he has also been on the run. You guys, he's been on the run. Without a doubt, he's getting together with the right individuals. Some people are changing their allegiance. You were told to rock with Max B. In New York City, he is currently the trend. All of these clubs are selling out for him. He's the talk of the town. He is undoubtedly selling out several. Hey, he's with Harry Fraud in the studio. All right, he is returning to the studio with Harry Fraud, the producer. For those of you who are unaware, he's been around for a very long time. He's been around. Harry Fraud has been creating beats and putting things together for Max B for a very long time. Y'all, there might be a lot of hate in the air. I had to be honest. I would like to give a shout out to Choke No Joke, because I have watched his moves over the years. When it comes to videographers and producers, Choke No Jokes is a significant figure. Behind the scenes, he has accomplished a lot. He has indeed. I had to be honest. I am unable to even hate the man. The man has undoubtedly worked hard. During the Rockefeller era, you were informed. Really, I've even observed. However, we must remember that Choke has a serious grudge against everyone from the Rockefeller era. To be honest, I just received a call. Bravo to Choke, but he undoubtedly had animosity towards many others from the past. He talks about everyone, and it's like, it's awesome. Okay, he does Vlad interviews, he interviews with Cam Capone, he has been in front of all the cameras. Have you heard? And in fact, every single person he has had in front of his camera. He is a man who genuinely works hard. However, I had to be honest. I was allowed to keep the 10,000. Have you heard? I've even seen him make conflicting remarks about Cameron. And, he used to hang out with these guys who he was in relationships with. I've heard him talk about Jay-Z. He's talking about Max B right now. Remember, everyone, that Max B is acting appropriately. He's currently sitting at the round table. I'm not calling anything hate, but you heard that the last thing he needs is hate speech. When no joke is being said, you can sense it, everyone. I had to be honest. You can hear the hatred erupting from his spirit. It is a fact. Okay, so Max B is living his life. Man, he's alive. He, Mace, and Cam are sitting at the round table. These men they're gonna advance him to a higher level. I already know what it is. Have you heard? It's a profitable business. These men are not in the industry right now. They have their own talk show. Cam and Mace create their own sports show, and Cam has a conversation with Flea. So they are definitely making money doing what they do. And they are also trying to position Max B. He is at the round table. I need everyone to pay attention to what Choke is saying and listen to this. There is nothing funny to say about Max B. Go back home. Now remember, someone did die. Indeed, may the dead brother rest in peace. I have a lot of respect for anyone who doesn't treat the dead with dignity. He died while Max was committing a crime back then. According to the papers, Max wasn't there when the man actually died, but it was some of his actions that set everything in motion. All right, so I need everyone to focus on the videographer, or perhaps more accurately, the activist, Choke. You guys, pay attention to what he has to say.
You know, rest in peace, David. A nigga lost his life.
Yeah.
You know, rest in peace, David Taylor. You know, he lost his life because Max B was being a bum ass nigga.
Already, right off the bat, because Max B was being a bum ass nigga. Let's see this.
I just feel the way when everybody is celebrating this nigga for coming home, like this nigga was a freedom fighter.
Do you feel like, you know, he's been rehabilitated though, and he regrets what he did from back in them days, man?
That nigga been in the front of 100 microphones since he been home. He don't show no remorse.
I'm merely posing the queries. Is he the jury's judge? Do you imply that he doesn't feel regret? He only completed 18 years. I'm simply being honest. Given that he was given a 75-year sentence, they chose to give him an even shorter sentence. He clearly had a case to have his sentence reduced. You see, we had to focus on a lot of this, but for him to return home, stand in front of the camera and say, "I regret what I did," if you had already completed your sentence, why would he need to do that?
Say anything about having remorse about what he did. You know what I'm saying? He not telling these young niggas out here, yo, I went to jail. What I went to jail for was wrong. You know, I shouldn't have.
Therefore, many of these rappers won't do it. They will demonstrate it through their current movements and behaviors. Yes, we are from. At that moment, I was starving. He was attempting to rise. He observed the emergence. He took the incorrect action. Now, I won't sit here and claim that what Choke No Joke is saying isn't entirely accurate. He's just arrived, but occasionally okay for the kids. Just 2 weeks had passed. What are we discussing here?
Regretted, a man lost his life, rest in peace to him. You know, my sympathy out to his family. None of that. No, nigga, I'm wavy. I got jewelry. You know what I'm saying?
I anticipate receiving the same Max B though. Look, hey, he wasn't proselytizing the kids before his incarceration. I'm simply being truthful. Have you heard? I had to appreciate the artist and his work because before entering, he was at odds with Jim Jones. He was at odds with some. He wasn't speaking, but that's how kids do it. No, he was waving and counting money. People adore him because of that. It sounds like total hatred. Be mindful.
Like, nigga, and these niggas is all around him. A bunch of broke niggas are around him. And they seeing this nigga get all his jewelry and all his praise for robbing and killing a nigga.
I had to be honest. I have to be honest with you all. This is expressed as a great deal of hate. Coming from someone like Choke, not a joke. I've seen this damn close to every professional in the field. Is he attempting to become well known? I'm referring to the reason this video got viral. This video is everywhere. I'm not sure if it's simply an Atlanta thing in him. Hello. I simply have to be honest. I'm from New York City and I want the best for my siblings. Have you heard? Additionally, they occasionally do this through their behavior. I don't believe it's even possible. Why must he stand in front of the camera and ask, oh, did the kids? Before entering, he wasn't doing that. Before his incarceration, he was not Malcolm X. Why must he be that right now? I don't understand it. And to me, now that Cameron is co-signed, and let's remember this wasn't a joke, it was just a beef with Cameron, wasn't it? Because I am aware of everything that is happening. He was merely exchanging ideas with Cameron. Go live and say something when Cameron says a little. So is this the source of the hatred? And to be honest, my G, you're not even from the city. Yes, you were among the fortunate few who managed to avoid the likes of Jay-Z, Dame Dash, and other prominent celebrities. And thank you for that. Thank you for the joke at work. Not a joke, but I had to be honest. This must be a joke. Bruh, this must be a joke. You were not discussing, oh, he got all these broke around him. What rapper doesn't have brokenness all around him? Do you understand what I'm saying? He has a deep-seated hatred for some people in the industry. And I'm trying to figure out where the hate is coming from because I'm like, damn it. I am aware that he has experienced it. Have you heard? He has experienced it. He has experienced a great deal with Rockefeller. This man has worked hard. I'm attempting to avoid taking anything away from Choke. Not a joke. However, this does not enhance his appearance in any way. Hating Max B seems disrespectful to me. I have to be honest. And I had no idea that he had to preach to the kids. You're attempting to get yours together when you're reading with Funk Flex. It seems to me that Max B is still figuring out how to play the game. It is a fact. He's still figuring things out. We have a similar appearance to you. We don't even require and don't want that. No, that sort of hate is what I detest. And I detest it for Max B and Choke in the same phrase. Because it sounds like you know that you don't want hate to surround you when you're trying to work and obtain your life, which may come out later. He hasn't even done an interview yet. In fact, I only noticed the initial interview dropped today, as if he hasn't actually done anything yet. He is merely traveling around performing in an attempt to increase his income. He's making an effort to live. Have you heard? And in my opinion, serving 18 years in prison was more than sufficient. Yes, you spent more than enough on ties. So it's an accomplishment for this brother, dude, that he was able to get around this table with Mace and Cam. You know, but the hatred is vile. And bruh, it's spitting out your soul. Yes, my G, cleanse yourself. I had to be honest. No joke. Make yourself clean. And I'm not sure if that hatred stems from the fact that you're not from New York. You wouldn't understand. You're from Atlanta. You spend time in New York. You conducted business with New York. But you are unaware of the real swagger of New York. And I understand. Have you heard? Yes, I understand. I understand, buddy. With all due respect. The choke is serious. I hope Max B succeeds. He served his time, dog. Let that man enjoy his life. It looks terrible on you. Excellent. Get rid of your hatred. Let go of your hatred. If you have a lot of hate in your heart, dear G, I don't think you're going to advance in the field. Hey, who am I? Look. The news doesn't come from me. I just explain the news. Man, here is your boy E-Oil, a.k.a. the Yar. Participate in the comment area. Tell me how you all feel. Is this just hate? I have to be honest. Is this just hate? Like, what is he doing? No joke. This does not look good at all for a Chokin. Someone who is really well known in the media. He is well known. And I have to be honest, dude. To hate on a man after coming on after 18 years, bruh, you look insane. Extreme hatred is at an all-time high. Let me know, though. Sit in the comments section. Become a subscriber to the channel. Make sure you have your bell notification set up so you can be informed when I post a video or go live. I salute you.